Welcome back, everybody. This is Heaven's Army playing some Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And we're going to be exploring the strange ruins with Bastila. I'm thinking maybe I should stick with Bastila, because we're going to be sticking around with... She's going to be around for quite a while, I think. I just got that feeling. And she is a Jedi, which allows me to very soon be able to heal. And that's gonna help me a lot. So, yeah, I'm not gonna run around all the places on the entire map. That's just craziness. Oh, ancient droid, you're not attacking. This droid is speaking a language you do not recognize. Slimo, I've heard that before. I don't understand you. Okay. Thank you, Bastila. Bastila, do you have any idea what this droid is saying?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
I can reproduce any of the languages spoken by the slaves of the builders. Well, there we go. We're on to something, everyone. I think we'll be alright now. I understood that.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. Why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication was vital to ensure that the slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the builders. But you are not of the slave species, neither are you of the builders. You are like the ones who came before.
It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
Are you some type of guardian? I am an overseer. The builders programmed me to enforce discipline among the slaves, while this monument to the power of the star. Ooh. A project completion, all slaves were executed. Oh, dang, that's not good. I was programmed to serve should a builder return in search of knowledge of the Starforge. Oh, things are being explained here now. Good. How long have you been here? My chronological circuits have marked over 10 revolutions of this system's outermost planet around the sun since the
10
builders.
revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. The builders constructed my chronological circuitry using the technology of the Starforge itself. My calculations are infallible. Who are the... No, I want to know what the Starforge is. No, wait a minute. Who is the builders? Yeah, let's find out who they are first. The builders are the great masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of all worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire, and the creators of the Starforge.
These builders must have been an extinct people, though it is strange there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
Okay, let's see what I can say here. Maybe the builders refer to the Sith. I know nothing of these Sith, but they are not the builders. The builders are the builders. The empire of the builders is infinite and everlasting, none can stand against their might and the power of the Starforge. Have you seen a builder recently? I have been here ever since the completion of this monument. In all this time, no builder has returned to seek information of the Starforge. What is the Starforge? We finally made it down to the bottom question. Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. You really don't know what it is, do you? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. It doesn't know. Okay, we're on to something.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Or in fact, it could be anything.
Could it have been a factory or weapon plant? Weapons plant.
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Tell me about Revan and Malak, the ones who came before us. The ones that came before you, the ones like you, not builders, but not slaves, sought knowledge of the Starforge and its origins. They proved themselves worthy. They discovered the secrets of the Starforge locked beyond the sealed door behind me, but there was another who failed to unlock the secrets and paid the ultimate price. Did you kill the Jedi over there? I am not programmed for combat. I did not harm the one who failed. The Temple's own protections will destroy those who seek knowledge of the Starforge if they are deemed unworthy. Okay. How do I prove myself worthy? Enter the proving grounds to the east and west. Within them, those who understand the will of the builders can unlock their secrets and open the doors. But those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I am not programmed to say.
Revan and Malak unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malak is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
I got 300 experience for just talking to this droid? Nemo! Well, I found Nemo. He has a Jedi Knight robe. Do you know, I believe that is a better stated. Yeah, it has 2 defense. Now I have the exact same thing as Bastila. Does blue really suit this? Bastila, we're gonna have to change clothing here. You know what? This is better. Why wasn't I running around with this? Alright, sorry Nemo that you died. This door is locked, right?
If the droid is correct, then we must complete the tasks in the proving grounds to the east and west before these doors will open.
Alright, I am so Sith, maybe I should hide my face. That would be probably safest. East and west. Well, I guess I'm picking this way. Okay.
You shall fall.
Really? They're that tough? I didn't think they were that strong. Okay, that was a lot of force lightnings, and that was a lot. I could drain. No, I can't drain health. They're droids. But dang, that was actually pretty crazy. I guess the game stepped up a little bit. Did you drop anything? It says I can click on you, but really I can't. Okay. There's another droid. Wreckage. Environment shield, droid, light plating, type 2. I need type 3, actually. So I can get more armor for my awesome droid. Okay, so if I get these wrong, more of those will appear. And the thing is, I think not more. I think 2 shows up at one time. And I used up over half of my my powers. I'm gonna save. Ancient terminal. Well, here we go. Oh, it's flickering. It just came to life, and I didn't touch it yet. Now I will. I can attempt to slice the computer. No, that's bad. Kick the computer. Talk to the computer. Press many buttons at random. Talk to the computer. Ancient computer hums and throbs as you approach it. The screen flickers to life, and a stream of incomprehensible characters scroll across it. Talk to the computer. The computer goes silent. The screen blank. A few extremely unusual characters then appear on the screen. The computer emits a rapid sequence of tones. You hear one of those tones softly echo in your datapad. A small datapad receptacle opens in front of the ancient machine. Insert your datapad into the receptacle. Okay, well, let's just see what happens. The computer seems to be interfacing with your datapad. The screen goes blank again, and then more similar characters begin to appear on the screen. Her skill just soofs Uin. Okay, you're still not working right. I am going to keep talking to you because I haven't gotten in trouble yet by talking to it. Computer goes silent again, humming softly. That seems to be processing data from your datapad. Datapad is released from the receptacle and the machine goes silent for a moment before flickering to life again. Data interplanetation complete. Language analysis complete. Continue. Identify the 3 life-giving seed world types. Life-giving? Oceanic. Grassland. Oh boy. Arboreal? Breaking life seal. Ah. Okay, I did good. I was expecting to get shot or something. Okay, we're fine. We've managed to survive that one. But why was there multiple choices? Oh, not another one of these. If Bastila gets hit, she can level up.
Yes?
And that would be great. Force push is not going to work. Throw a lightsaber. And while I...
Yes?
We're gonna just multiple lightning strike it, I guess. I gotta watch Bastila's health at the bottom, okay. Oh, that's not good. Okay, she's fine. My character not going to attack. I wonder why I'm not attacking. Well, there we go. My character just doesn't want to attack, I guess, today. See, I can level up Bastila right now, and I will be fine with that. Do I have to do the same thing over again? Talk to the computer. Okay, it's doing the exact same thing. Insert your datapad. Talk. Identify the 3 primary death-giving seed world types. Okay, death would be volcanic, barren, and I mean desert. People live in the desert. Let's just go desert, since I picked the other 3 last time. Conductive to death, breaking death seal. Okay, so breaking things is good. Okay. Usually when you break things, it's bad. But I guess we're all right. Can I warp? This unavailable. You are neither builder nor slave. How do I prove myself worthy and unseal the doors? The chambers on the other side contain improving grounds. Within them, those who understand the will of the builders can unlock their secrets and open the doors. Those who fail die. I'll be going now. Well, I did the seals, so... I just had to walk near them. If I see any enemies, I am outie. Oh. This is not the place I thought I was. Okay, we're okay. I thought I was in the other place just like this. Well, it's a lot bigger, a lot more enemies, a couple more splits. I was getting a little worried there, but okay, this is not so bad.
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
What are you talking about?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves. But we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
I still don't understand about the Starforge. What does it do?
I don't know, but Revan and Malak were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manan. But there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Perhaps these worlds have more clues.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malak visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Items received, so we just got a piece of the map, I think. That is so pretty. Ooh. You know what? They definitely upped the graphics on the Steam version, but they did not fix a lot of the glitches and character freezings and people going missing. And I like the graphics, so I mean, look at this sweet suit I'm wearing. It's wonderful. Okay, so I got the door open, droid. You have proven yourself worthy and sealed. The sealed door is open. If you wish to learn the secrets of the Starforge, you must pass through the door to the room beyond. I want to ask you some questions. No, I'll be going now. I shall remain here as programmed by the builders. You are going to be there for quite a while, because I'm actually starting to believe the builders are gone too. Well, this was not as long as I thought it was, okay? I really thought that it was the other one. I'll probably hopefully remember that I was talking about that one when I get there, but I'm actually going to leave and heal. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I just walked in and found out that it wasn't so bad after all. Alright, so if I'm ever going to die, I can just drain life now. Bastila needs to get a couple more levels, probably level 4 or level 6, and then she can start curing the entire Probably not the entire part. Oh no. Drain life. Well, I'm full health. That's great. Moving on. Wow. See, if you... Okay, see, I gotta explain why I picked the Sith route, even though I am so not the Sith route. I want to help everyone. If you are Jedi and you are learning Sith things, you can still learn Drain Life and Lightning Chain or whatever it's called. But it uses up double, triple the Force. Bass has something on her mind. Oh no! Now this is my game, so I may not have chatted with her as much as I chatted with on the other game. We'll find out.
How can I help?
I want to talk about that dream.
It was less of a dream and more of a vision the two of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not.
I'm not sure I like the idea of you being in my dreams.
And are you so certain that it is not you in my dreams?
I suppose that's possible.
Regardless of which it is, our fates are linked. The vision was doubtless meant for us both.
Alright, so... Why do we dream of Malak and Revan?
Perhaps because we desired to. Perhaps because they came to this planet and were strong enough in the Force to leave a trace.
Isn't it a bit convenient to dream about our enemies?
And what else should we dream about except that which is most important to our fate? We dreamed about Revan and Malak either because we were meant to or because we needed to. There is no other way to look at it.
What do you think Malak and Revan were doing?
I have no idea. It was obviously important, however. That is why we must investigate this further.
I still don't understand why we shared this vision.
Are you wondering why we shared the vision? Or why we even received it in the first place? To the first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked. And for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near-physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given.
But how did our fates become linked?
I don't know. Believe me, I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion.
Alright, I just looked up finally. There's a lot of crazy gibberish going on up there. Sharing visions and Kill Cruel. Hi. Why is my chat only going now? Can I scroll up for a second? Because... Be grateful. I cannot be... this is... I have to wear this suit because I am so evil, Sith looking. It just seems a little convenient.
The Force often seems to cause events that bend the laws of probability, especially with those that are strongly affiliated with it. In this respect, you and I will simply have to become accustomed to such convenience. We are the tools of the Force, and we will do as it wills.
But, welcome Kill Cruel and welcome Deco. How come every time Kill Cruel shows up, I never look up at the chat? What is up with that, Kill? You have some kind of something's going on there. That's too funny. Not me, I do what I want.
The Force does not compel obedience. You have a destiny, but the choices you make along it are ultimately your own.
I have another question.
What would you like to know?
Do you think we'll receive more of these visions?
With luck, we will. I would rather not rely on such visions to guide us, but when we have so little else to go on, and the galaxy hangs in the balance...
I can't see how. I beat you in all the video games we've played, so I can't see me hating you. Oh my. That's all I want to know.
As you wish. We really should return our thoughts to business anyway.
This conversation was way too crazy. But yeah, welcome. When I play good games, I zone so into video games. I tap into the video game powers and become great myself. But dang, Kill, I don't know what to say about that. Every time you show up, I don't even see the conversation till 3 minutes later. Like, it's bad. So, I think we've done everything on Dantooine, though. I remember destroying you on all of those.
You have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
Can I lie again and get in trouble? No, I could not find anything. That'll probably give me more evil points. Let's give it a shot.
What are you talking about? The Council must be told of what we found there. We found an incomplete star map, Master Vandar, and an ancient droid that mentioned something about a star forge.
This news of a star forge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done.
I don't need
Padawan,
another game, do
you
I?
have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
Oh, I can finally start talking again. Okay. I agree with Deco to the fact that I need new games, but Rocket League is not new, and it's definitely not new anymore. So if you're looking for new games, let me know for some new ones that we could all play together. But Rocket League, I don't know if that one's gonna go on my page or not. Sounds like a suicide mission to me.
Ever brash, ever disrespectful. This is what we have pinned our hopes on.
Peace, Rook. We have discussed this. There is no other choice. The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
I'm a Padawan. You don't send Padawans to fight the full Sith by myself. Good. Others will only slow me down.
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two.
Oh joy.
A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
Oh, we're gonna make her as Sith as possible then. Okay. Great. Bastila and the Catwoman. Anyone else you can stick me with?
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
I've never actually went back to Dantooine and asked them for advice. I just went to each planet and destroyed everything and then moved on. But yeah, alright, well, I gotta take a look at Rocket League, and then I gotta figure out what system you and Deco is playing it on, because if you're not playing it on a PlayStation 4, then, I don't want to play on PC. You know I don't like PC games. I can't even handle the WASD keys anymore. Why should I risk my life? See, it's on PC, Kill, that's bad. That's a terrible idea. Why should I risk my life to stop Malik?
This was already explained to you. Your command of the Force makes you a threat to Malik. Eventually he will destroy you, and all the Jedi, unless you stop him first. You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malik becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up for the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Shame on you PC users using a controller. Controllers are for consolers only. You guys should unplug those controllers from your PC and use the WASD key. That's my new rule that I just decreed. I got more dark points. All right, so they're talking about me, you know, not falling to the dark side and stuff, but I am literally, I'm probably more Sith than any of the ones that was on the movies. A couple more destruction of a couple things, and I'm gonna be so far Sith that I'll probably scare the Sith. Anyway, we're gonna keep going. This way, I think. No, we're going this way. We're leaving. We gotta go to a planet, and I don't know which planet to go to first. I mean... Dang. Okay, maybe I should... Juhani. Where is Juhani?
A battle took place earlier to the south of the Enclave. A lot of people died and many droids were destroyed. I wonder what dark force could have caused this to happen.
Oh, it was me. Oh, it was me. Alright, so we're going... Am I going the right way? I am. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that controller using that you guys use on your PC games. Padawan, a word if I may. There are many rumors that the most recent meeting with the Jedi Council, there's the talk that they are sending you on a mission to help us fight against Malik and the Sith. Okay. My discussions with the Council are none of your business. Please understand that I'm not asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the order of the Republic. Whatever task the Council has given you is for your ears, not mine. I only wanted to wish you well, and to warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. What are you talking about? Master Dorak has been training me to succeed him as his chronicler here in the Academy. In my studies, I have come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations are the Terentatex. Okay, that's a hard name to say. The beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over the centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. Okay, well, I'm not worried about them. Why are you telling me this? You have completed your initial training in a fraction of the normal time. The Force is very strong with you. I'm afraid you might become a target for these creatures. The crazy named creature is a predator, and we Jedi are its prey. They are incredibly strong, with the primal cunning, and they have an inborn resistance to the Force. Oh, that's not good. I need my Force. Okay. Fortunately, the Tendric are quite rare. They only dwell in the most dangerous and darkest of places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. Then why are you worried about them now? This is not the first time the Terran Tatek have vanished for long periods of time. Many believe they can lay dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malek's rise may have woken those creatures from their dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, it would not be surprised if the Council organize another great hunt and try to exterminate them. Oh my goodness, this guy's talking a lot. Anyway, the Great Hunt, what's that? The Great Hunt was organized by the Jedi Council shortly after the war against Exar Kun. Jedi were scattered through the galaxy, helping to rebuild from the destruction. Many Jedi vanished during this period, disappeared from a variety of worlds without warning. We did not know that they had been slain until their mutilated bodies began to be discovered. The council investigated and discovered the Terran Tatek were behind the killings. Okay, so the galaxy decided to purge these creatures. Though the cost proved high. Okay. Cost what cost? Many Jedi band together and journeyed to the planets that were suspected of harboring the Terran Tateks. The Great Hunt did not rest until all the creatures had been slain, apparently. There's one rumored to be on Korriban. The planet that they think is the birthplace of the Sith. They never went to Korriban. The Council, fearing more Jedi would fall to the dark side, declared the Great Hunt was officially over, though 3 Jedi were appointed to continue the work. Okay, now I know why he's telling me this. There's an actual thing going on here. Why? What's so special about those 3? The Jedi chosen to continue the hunt on their own were Doran Quil Dorma, Gunhan Saresh, and Shayla Nur. The Council felt that together they would be able to defeat any Terran Tatek they found, and by supporting each other they could resist the temptations of Korriban and the lure of the dark side. The Council felt it was too dangerous to send anyone else to search for their remains. Okay, so I hit a button and I skipped the conversation there, I think. Their exact fate is not known. I can't waste time listening to you. No, maybe... Yeah, I can't waste time listening to your fables. No, let's ask him some questions. Why not keep this long conversation going? If you have questions, you should speak with Master Dorek. He's the Chronicle of the Academy here on Dantooine. He is far more knowledgeable than I. Alright, I'll be going now. I was going to tell this guy off, but then he tricked me and he has no information. Well, I think I still got to talk to this guy. Greetings, sentient. Okay, go ahead. There's somebody missing. I have no idea what you're talking about. That's too bad. I'll keep an eye out for your girl. I hope that initiated the quest, because we need to do that. I get more evil points. Pastel, I just got done a long conversation. Speak to her.
How can I help?
You look like something's bothering you.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the 2 of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
Okay, this is actually good. Alright, let's see what I can do here. I think you're interested in more than just the bond between us.
Please. I'm a Jedi. Such feelings, such attractions are, well, they're beneath me, quite frankly. I admit I find you intriguing. I mean, I find your command of the Force intriguing, but my interest in you is purely academic. Surely you can understand why. Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Our relationship? Is this some kind of clumsy come on?
I was referring to the bond we share. The one the Jedi Council spoke of. If I was actually interested in you, rest assured I could come up with a much better approach than this.
Whoa, guess that touched a nerve there, huh?
Touched a nerve? No. Getting on my nerves, most definitely. I suppose this is what you men consider being witty. Now, are you going to answer my questions, or would you rather just keep annoying me?
I think I would rather keep annoying you. No, frig it. Let's ask some questions, because this is actually quite good.
Don't worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
I'm a hut. No, let's not do that. I'm sick of it. No, I was a smuggler before I joined the fleet.
Good. On which planet were you born?
Kashik, I'm a Wookiee, can't you tell? No, I can't pick that. Where's Dorelia? It's a remote system. Why?
Excellent. The current age is?
3012. Healthy living, you know. Alright, wasn't all of this in my service records?
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character.
Well, my character was picking all the bad answers, but I was just doing this for the sake of video gaming, but okay, let's continue. I don't like being manipulated.
I see. I didn't mean to upset you, but I suppose it was inevitable. You've had a lot to absorb since we escaped Taurus. I apologize. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
Oh, Bastila, what the heck am I going to do with you? We're going to keep flirting with her. We're going to make her break the Jedi code. That's first things first. Turn all the good Jedi into Sith. That's plan number one. Alright, Canderous. Oh, you probably have a whole bunch of good stories, but I want to find the new person on this ship, and I have no idea where she would be, actually. She's not here. Alright, the cat girl's gone. We gotta find her. Oh, I found her. Why are you in here? This is... Okay, maybe this is her spot.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
Oh, right. Dang it, really? I could be that evil to her? Next time you try something like that, I'll kill you. I guess that's my choice since I'm being Sith.
I realize you have justification, but that anger only leads to the dark side. Please do not fall into the same trap that caught me.
I have no fear. I recognize the danger.
I thought that too, but I was wrong. The dark side is most devious and deceptive. It can find the smallest weakness to exploit. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
Oh my goodness, this is so cruel! How can I ask? Ha! Unlikely.
You mock me. I will do what it takes to redeem myself in the eyes of my peers. I will succeed. I will prove myself to you and to everyone. I will be a faithful companion to you and Bastila as long as our journey may last.
Holy jumpers, this game is cruel! Anyway, it's hard being Sith for me, but anyway, I become so strong because I'm Sith, so let's just do this. But where am I going? What planet do I need to go to? Oh, I gotta take a look at the planets, I guess. Do I want to talk to everyone? I mean, would that be more wise to talk to everyone, get their stories, get all their... Yeah, maybe I should. Let's get story done. Storytelling done first. Mission, do you have any stories for me, or are you still upset about your brother?
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk about your brother.
I'm sorry for the way I acted before. It's just that when it comes to Lena, I tend to get a little worked up.
Why do you hate her so much?
My brother and me had a good thing going. Sure, Griff had his run-ins with the law on Terrace, but we got by okay, until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazik. Griff could be a real smooth talker, and it wasn't long before the two of them were dating. But Lena was used to dating rich Teresian nobles, guys with mountains of credits. Griff could never give her the lifestyle she was used to, no matter how hard he worked.
Did Lena dump him?
I thought Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road.
Sounds like you're jealous.
I saw Lena for what she really was, a busty, credit-grubbing cantina rat. She used Griff and took away the only family I had. After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were going to try and make their fortune off-world. He promised as soon as he made enough credits he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went.
Alright, sounds like he deserted you.
Oh, I know what happened. As soon as she got him off Taurus, Lena sunk her claws into Griff butt good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. But part of the reason I came with you was the hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
She said Pazak, which is, I thought it was Pazak, but anyway, no, nothing, never mind.
Okay, have it your way.
Alright, so we got more of her, I need to get everyone's stories done. I don't think, do I get any bonuses for getting things done in this game? I know Knights of the Old Republic 2 definitely has bonuses for getting their stories done. I think this game here is just for enjoyment of their backstory.
Yeah, what do you want?
Was wondering if you had any more war stories.
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
What was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with a basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
I didn't think Mandalorians got afraid.
Every new warrior has to fear to understand how to beat it. You must know that. The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
You dropped from orbit riding a droid.
The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
This guy's getting into his story. I want a basilisk war droid.
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now, but I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know?
No, that's definitely enough.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Well, he's really good at telling stories. Do you have any more for me?
Yeah, what do you want?
Was wondering if you had any more war stories.
You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
You mean to say you killed them all? What do you mean?
If a world isn't strong enough to defend itself, it's basically forfeit. But this story is about something a little different. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
Alright. You Mandalorians were never too smart.
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on the side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive, in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something, or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
What happened next?
It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
A ship?
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
I love his stories so far.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
I want more stories.
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories. Please tell me you do.
I don't have as many strange stories like the last one I told you, but I do have a couple about me and the stuff I've done. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle gained me command of an entire subsect of my clan.
Tell me the story.
For 5 days, they had managed to hold off our forces, keeping us to the outer rings of their world, preventing us from attacking it directly. My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my forces would attack from the rear and defeat them in detail.
These Aetheri didn't seem too bright.
They weren't stupid. Stupid races don't make starships and weapons of mass destruction. But they weren't masters of the arts of war as the Mandalorians are. Things didn't go as I had planned. I saw an opening, a mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our main force, they had let their fleet split in two. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them.
You disobeyed your orders?
This is a chance given to a warrior once or twice in a lifetime. The chance to change the course of history in a single act. Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. The command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them. Warriors do not flee from a battle if they are losing. They fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe, I'll tell you about how the war with the Republic went. For now, let's just get on with things. Is there something else you want to know?
Nothing more for now.
Your choice.
Alright, I don't know if you're getting bored of this, but I like his stories. Hopefully you don't mind them either.
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if any more stories.
I think I'll tell you a bit about the recent war we had with the Republic. That might be more familiar to you. The one where Jedi Revan beat my people. We started by conquering worlds outside the Republic. We did it quietly, so the Republic wouldn't really know what was going on until it was too late. When we finally did hit the Republic worlds, they had no idea we were coming. We came in through 3 invasion corridors in adjacent sectors. Anyone who put up a fight, or wouldn't fight, was crushed. We raised whole worlds trying to provoke the Republic into fighting us. I don't particularly enjoy wiping out worlds for its own sake, but the cowardly tactics the Republic defenders used left us little choice.
What do you mean?
Hiding in the homes of civilians, using families as shields, thinking we would not use appropriate force on their bases inside major cities. They underestimated our resolve, and what measures are acceptable in war. Those who cannot defend themselves should not be around those who can in battle. If annihilating a city is the kind of power it takes to overwhelm a Republic shield device, then that's what we did. Necessary force to destroy all opposition.
Now that's my kind of warfare.
There was no honor in wiping them out like rats. But some of your forces did redeem the Republic in our eyes. Especially later.
You mean when we kicked your tails?
Later, when Revan had joined the war. But we'll get back to that. We've wasted too much time already. Is there something else you want to know?
Don't stop the story in the middle!
Your choice.
Let's talk to him again.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me more about the Mandalorian War. Okay, yeah. Tell me more about the Mandalorian Wars.
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us.
Okay, Revan sounds awesome, even though he was the Sith. But what about the Sith?
The Sith had gone, retreated into their empire. They sealed themselves off from the rest of the galaxy. We thought it would be centuries before they'd come back. It's amazing that they could rebuild their fleet so fast. But at the time, it looked like the galaxy was in our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The 2 fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
What happened in the battle?
It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed. His strategies and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
Alright, well both of these choices I don't want to pick. Why didn't you retreat?
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know?
I think that's all.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
By the way he ended that, I don't think he has any more stories.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me more about the Mandalorian Wars.
The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it.
How much did you lose?
There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
And you eventually came to Taris?
Yeah, I came to Taris. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Taris and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Taris could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
Opponents who could easily kill us.
Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. Either way, I think that by following you, I can get something out of it. Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know?
He has a lot of stories. I didn't think he had that much in him.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
I just looked up at the time and went, really? That long? Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, what do you want?
Okay, there, we actually got done all of his stories.
Your choice.
Wow, I didn't think that was possible, because they went on for quite a while. Alright, any more questions? I guess I could keep talking to everyone.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
I want to talk about you... Okay, yeah. I want to talk to you about your brother. I knew there was a word missing somewhere in there.
Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand.
Okay.
Okay.
There is more story to that, but we gotta make something happen to make that story appear. T3 has nothing to talk about. Zalbar? Have anything to say about yourself, Zalbar? No, okay, then I'll leave you be. Let's talk to her. I don't want to talk bad about her, but anyway, let's go.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we can talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Nothing for now, perhaps later. No, How did you come to be a Jedi? I don't know why I'm reading so fast.
To be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
No, yes, please continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
What is the Cathar homeworld like?
It was not the homeworld of the Cathar that I lived on. My parents had long fled from that place, and perhaps that is a story for another time. Rather, it was a human hive world that I was raised on. The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth. Defenders of justice. Heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Typical childish naivety.
Allow children their innocence while they still may have it. I was not so innocent, but I too was affected. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
The imagination? No, frig that. So what did you do?
From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came. Although, perhaps I was not entirely ready for it. Or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Okay, so I'm thinking she's got a bunch of stories too. And by a bunch, I mean I'm thinking she definitely does. So, what I am going to do is probably continue on the live stream. So, yeah, let's just keep playing. I got... Thank you everybody for showing up and watching. If you like what I do, hit those buttons. You know what they do by now. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care.